Yo, what's going on everyone? Z Karma here, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over skill power and how to maximize your skill damage. I'll be going over different modifiers and damage increase groups. This video is going to contain a lot of boring math, so hope you guys enjoy. This is for all you min-maxers out there. Hope you guys find this helpful. And if you like the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe if you want. Anyway, I currently have this ultimate Viesa, which she is level 1. And I currently have my skill power at 11,060.96. And of course, this is determined by your reactor, okay? So we got the reactor, we got that damage, right? But now, what is our skill going to do? Our skill, for example, we're only going to be going over one. I don't want to make it complicated. So we're only going to go over this skill right here. It's called Frost Shards. And as you see, it says the damage is going to be my skill power times 669%. And that's another way of putting it. You just multiply that skill power by 6.69. Okay. But obviously, we're not going to do that damage because the damage the enemies take depends on the type of enemy they are, the level compared to yours, things like that. So in this case, let's take a look at what our damage is. Our damage is 50,511. That is with one increase, and the increase that I'm getting to my damage is going to be down here at the bottom of my reactor. You see I have chill skill power boost ratio. It says 0.077x. In other words, that just means it's a 7.7% increase. So just for the video purposes, I want to get our actual base damage, and to get our base damage, I'm going to have to remove that power ratio. I'm going to divide the current damage number, 50,511. We're going to divide that by 1 plus 0.077. That's how you remove that 7.7% increase. Move it, and we get 46,899.721. Now we got our actual base damage. Anyway, now that we got our actual base damage, let's go over the different damage increase groups. Our first group is going to be the elemental skill power increases. So in my case, I'm Viesa, so anything that increases my chill skill power is going to be added together and then multiplied, okay? Example, we've got chill specialist, which gets a 20% skill power increase to my chill, and chill skill power 90%, focus on chill. These two are part of that group, and also another one on that group is the one that I'm actually already applied, which is the one on the reactor at the very bottom. Chill skill power boost ratio, that's also applied, and it goes to that group. The next group of increases is the non-elemental skill power increases, and these can be found in mods like Fusion Masters, which I'm gonna now Fusion Master, you see right here, it gives me skill power of 12% increase. And we also got, for example, Spear and Shield is another one. Spear and Shield gives me a skill power increase of 8.1%. Then we also have our skill power modifiers, which is a little different wording, but that's a whole separate group. An example is Maximizer Power, or Maximize Power right here. You see skill power modifier, 24% increase. And then we also have, for example, this one, Fusion Skill Power Modifier, 6% increase. That one is going to be additive with the one in Maximizer Power. This one. Go together, okay? And those two are applied to this one over here. You see the skill power by times 669%. Those percentages are going to be added to the 660. The reason I picked Fusion Master, by the way, for the Fusion Skill Power Modifiers is because we're dealing with the fusion attack. So this ability right here, you can where it says chill, it says fusion. This is fusion type. That's why I'm using that one. If I were to be testing this one over here, I would have chosen something that increases my tech power modifier. And then the last few I want to talk about, the last groups, these aren't really that important because you won't have to make any calculations. They are completely separate. For example, right here, the skill power boost ratio, says non-attribute skill power boost ratio 0.2x or 0.2x for tech skill, and I'll explain the math later. And the last one is the optimization condition. That's the last group base. It's not even a group. It's such the last thing we have. If we have the Sigvor's proof mounting and it's reach skill power 160%, I get another 160% increase on top of all my damage. So this one's really good too. Now that we got those groups together, let's kind of put it into practice, okay? So for example, let's add chill. Let's add chill specialist here. Chill specialist, I'm going to get a 20% increase to my chill skill power. Remember, this is going to be additive with the chill boost ratio here, 0.077x. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the damage without this increase. I'm going to multiply that by parentheses 1 plus 0.077, which is the 7.7% increase from this thing, plus 0.20, which is the 20% increase from chill specialist. And we're going to get 59,890.94. And I believe we get 59,891, which is basically the same thing. As you see, that white number. We're not going to pay attention to any crits today. We're just going to look at the white numbers just to show how to increase your skill damage. So, as you see, that I was right there. So now let's, for example, that's one group that we did. We combined two things from one group. Now let's go to another group. For example, let's go to maximize power, which is we're going to add skill power modifiers. So let's add this one. And I should get an increase to my skill power modifier of 24%. Now, how do I apply this? Well, let's back out, save it. We're going to go back in here and look at our skill. See the damage. Now it says 669%, but now it has a little green text there. It says 693%. So the 24% is being applied to that 669. So how do we apply it to get our damage number before we actually shoot the enemy? Well, what we're going to do is take our current damage. We're going to remove the 669% multiplier. And we do that by dividing by 6.69. We don't need a 1 here because this one is just calculated different than the rest. But anyway, we're going to divide by 6.69. And we're going to get 8,152. We're going to multiply that by 6.69 plus what maximizer power is giving me, or maximized power is 24%, plus 24.24. And we're going to get 62,039. When I shoot this guy, watch this. That's so good, right? 62,039. I'm such a nerd. Anyway, moving on. Let's include another one so we can add more to this group. And for that one, I want to show you this because it's a little bit different. Let's do, for example, Fusion Specialist. Does it let me? No, it won't let me apply it because it's the same as this one, you see? So let's apply Fusion Master instead. Fusion Master doesn't go with Chill Specialist, so we're going to have to remove one of them. Let's get rid of Chill Specialist because I want to combine these, okay? And the reason why I cannot combine these two, I'm just going to explain this real quick. This has nothing to do with increasing skill power, just a general module thing. You see how it says Fusion Master Rare Battle? So that's a type. This one's Chill Specialist Normal Battle. So the battle type, you cannot have two of the same. So for example, this is defense. This one's Spear and Shield Rare Defense. I cannot put another defense mod on there because it'll say they're the same type. So to get rid of Chill Specialist is going to be a little bit like dicey, but I'll show you. I mean, I want to do it now because this is the way I like to do it. We're going to remove Chill Skill Power and get Fusion Master in there. So to remove it, we're going to have to remove the 20% increase that we got from that. But remember, that was combined with this one. So we're going to have to remove both and then just apply the 7.7%. That by dividing our current damage that we were doing by 1 plus 0.2 plus the 7.7%, which is 0.077. And we're going to get that 48,582. We're going to multiply that. We're going to apply the 7.7% back alone. And we're going to get 52,323. And that's what we should be doing right now. Yeah, 52,323. I'm so smart. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Now that that is applied, now we're going to add that fusion stuff that I was talking about. Fusion Master. So Fusion Master, keep in mind, this is going to give me skill power, which is a whole separate group, which I'll talk about right now. but we're gonna add Fusion Master. But it also gives me that Fusion skill power modifier, that 6%, which is additive with this. So we're gonna back out and look at our skill again. But as you can see, my skill power by 693% didn't get the 6% increase on that, because it's the wording that makes it do that. So this one says skill power modifier, and this automatically applies here so you can see it. But this one, Fusion skill power modifier, does not auto apply here. So you're going to have to do it manually. And how do we do that again? We're going to remove the 693%. We're going to divide our current damage by 6.93. And we get 7,550. Now we're going to multiply by 693 plus the 6. So it should be 699. 6.99. And we get 52,776. And that should be our damage. But remember, we have a third group now, which is going to be our skill power. We're going to do times 1.12 multiplied by 1.12. And we get 59,109. And let's try that right now. 59,109. There we go. So now we have 3 groups. We currently have the elemental damage, which is the skill power boost ratio down there, 7.7%. Also got another group, which is our modifiers. In this case, it's skill power modifier, 24%. Fusion skill power modifier, 6%. And this one, 669%. So all of them together. And finally, we have our skill power alone, which is skill power plus 12% in this case. Now let's, for example, apply Spear and Shield. Spear and Shield is going to increase my skill power by 8.1%. That skill power, obviously, is part of that third group with the skill power 12%, 8.1%. Okay, they go together. Now, what do we do to determine what damage we're going to do? Because I like to do it beforehand just to make sure I get what I'm doing. We're going to remove the 12% increase from this one. So divide our current damage by 1.12. We get 52,776. Now we're going to multiply that by 1 plus the 0.12, so the 12%, plus the last one, which is 0.081. That we should get 63,384. See? 63,384. We are so smart. Again, we got those 3 groups. Let's move on to adding even more damage. Let's, for example, get this frozen mixture reactor. You see how this one, I have check marks on the skill power boost ratio for chill skill power, which is going to give me a 0.2 increase, and the fusion skill power another 0.2. Now these are multiplicative with everything and with each other, so it's really good if you can use both. So in my case, fusion is for the shards, so our shards are fusion, so it's going to work for those, and they're also chill, so it's both of them are going to be applied, which is awesome. So but remember, I'm actually going to lose the 7% here, so we're going to remove that right now. We'll go over that. So let's apply this one. Now, how do I calculate this? Well, I'll explain it. So we get our current damage. I still have the damage numbers up there. We're going to remove this 7.7% that I removed. We do that by dividing by 1.077, and we get that. That's without that 7.7% increase. Now we got to apply this 0.2. We do multiply by 1.2, multiply by 1.2. That gives me 84,747. That's exactly what I'm going to do. 84,747, told you. Now, that's another group, of course, that I mentioned. And the last group is going to be the one where you actually get the mounting. In this case, reach skill power 160%. You see that? So I have this one. I'm just going to apply it. And I'm going to lose one of the 0.2. So I'm going to remove one of them. You get 70,622. Now we're going to apply the 160% increase. So we multiply all of this. We should get 112,996. Right there. Yeah, that is basically all I wanted to talk about today. Hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure to go out there and do all you can to get your skills up, because skills are everything in this game. Try to get as much skill power as you can. It'll help you kill bosses quicker, kill hordes quicker, all that stuff. And this works for any character, by the way. I went over Viesa because it's my favorite character. It's the only one I've unlocked at Ultimate. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like. And if you didn't, drop a dislike. But don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.